But then as soon as COVID happened, like the city was like
ghost town.
It felt like a cruise ship. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to live there.
This is not a test.
Doing it to get a job.
He's like, my grandpa's Larry David. Oh, okay, we get it.
You have shows tonight, or
Yeah, later on though.
Nice.
Cellar. That's it.
Where are you coming from now?
Just home.
Where you live?
Queens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you from there or
Brawls area? Yeah, I was born and raised there.
Fire?
Yeah.
Let me do my I hate intros intro.
All right.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. Another episode of Something Went Wrong. Sitting here with comic Mike Figs.
What's up? Wearing the same sweater as last week.
Still in the same spot last
You
week.
know what I mean? We're hustling out here.
Fashion Nova, baby.
Nova, we represent.
And huge comic Ian Lara is here. Thanks for coming on. Sorry, I feel so awkward, but I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. Good to we've been meeting each other more and more.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's cool.
For sure. I could be wrong, but I think like I tried to do stand-up like years ago, like 7 years ago, on and off. And I used to do like new jokes night at the Cellar. And I'm pretty sure that was maybe the first time I saw you.
Yeah. I
did
started
that?
doing that about that time.
Yeah.
So it was very probable. And I used to do it every week.
Yeah, and it's crazy because then I look at the people that have are big now, and I'm like, damn, like they did it every single night from that 7 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's the thing. I remember when COVID hit, I had not went longer than 5 days in 10 years without doing stand-up.
Wow.
As those 5 days were just like vacation. Like I would go on vacation. That's it.
What did you do? Did you lose your mind when with the comedy during COVID?
I thought everyone was doing nothing. I didn't know people were doing dances on TikTok and becoming millionaires.
Yeah.
I thought everyone was like, we're just gonna chill.
No, they were thriving.
No, but people came out celebrities out of COVID.
Every celebrity I talk to, they're like, I'm like, how'd you get started? They're like, COVID.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Like all those influencer girls and shit. They're like,
Trying on bikinis, everyone's ordering.
I mean, if I could go back, I would have just worked out of dances.
I was opening Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
I had a whole stream. I was selling Pokemon cards.
I felt like I was working so hard like the years before. So during the break, I was like, all right, cool. Everyone just takes a break.
Right,
Meanwhile, people come out, now they're doing the Beacon Theater.
Yeah. Didn't you say that's what happened to you? You were like doing like a reaction, like you did like a walking video, and
Dude, I was making
now you're
sandwiches.
Doing the Beacon Theater?
Yeah, I'm doing. Yeah, right. I was making sandwiches for my girl, and the next thing you know, they just started blowing up
On TikTok?
On TikTok, yeah.
See, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
So bad.
Making
So dumb. I
sandwiches.
was making sandwiches.
It ignited a fire. I didn't do shit during TikTok. I love that shit. I was in Staten Island. I had a pool. I was chilling, bro.
It was people were bored. You know, I mean,
Bro, I got in the best shape of my fucking life because you can either go either way. You can either gain weight. I lost weight because I was just like, I have no FOMO, and I'm just gonna get in shape. You know, it's like really the going out and the drinking and the hangover and shit that makes me put on weight. But if I'm not doing shit,
Yeah. I mean, even getting healthy, that's pretty big. Most people did not get healthy.
yeah.
Most people gain weight.
I
so
use it
even
as like a
getting
training camp.
Yeah, that was good. I didn't even do that. I just...
You're like, I did nothing.
I did nothing, bro, for like 3 months. Like, I was just home. I was watching Netflix.
Yeah,
and
but
I
you felt
watched...
good though. Did you feel?
I thought, yeah, it was nice until it ended, and
that's it.
and then people announced a 100-city tour doing arenas, and I was like, oh, shit. You was in the open mics before COVID.
Yeah.
Now after
You get
COVID,
bumped by Hawk Tour.
yeah, it's a thing.
Guys, I'm sitting right here. You don't have to. Those are my people. Are you like more like introverted or not? What would you say?
I think I'm regular. Like I think I'm regular. But I think when you're a comedian, people just expect you to show up and be like, all right, spotlight's on, and I don't do that.
Yeah.
I like to just be regular, like at a party.
Yeah. Well, your jokes are like mad. I mean, I'm into like good jokes and structure and shit. And I think like I love watching you. Like your jokes are like mad sharp and structured like a comic. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you're not just like
that.
talking and
I
saying
appreciate
crazy
that.
shit. running around like a, I don't want to say
guys, I'm right.
Climbing a wall.
Why do you always say that? You have good jokes, you know?
No,
I usually give two of them a show because you're too busy just pointing that girl's toes.
That's it, baby. You know we do. We know what I mean.
I feel like I always gotta boost your confidence.
Yeah, no.
I feel like I always gotta be like, you're good, man. You'll be all right. Don't worry about it.
No, because everybody hates the guy that does crowd work right now, and that's,
No, you're
that's
the
position
host,
I'm in right
though.
now. Yeah, so
You have to.
know.
You have to.
I don't think everybody hates somebody who does crowd work.
Yeah.
I think it's a specific kind.
yeah, no, I definitely feel that way, and I'm just I admire you guys, and I also the truth is I am lazy. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am lazy. I even went up to you the other day. You're on set and you're on stage and I've heard your set so many times and I'm like I've never heard that before. Oh, maybe he's trying something new. And I'm like, wait, I haven't heard that before. I'm like, your whole set was brand new.
Yeah,
I was like, this is crazy. And then when I went up to you, I'm like, yo, dude, where the fuck this came from? You're like, I've been writing every day, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, like that's what it takes, man.
Yeah, when I first started, like the guys I was looking up to was like the Mark Normans, the Sam Morril, Joe List.
Joke writers.
Yeah, and those guys, that's what they were doing. So I kind of was like, all right, this is just what I got to do.
Yeah, man,
position myself or condition myself to do that. I also get bored. Like I get bored, like for doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, is there anything better than you do a new joke? Like,
And you feel great when
Yeah.
it works. That's the best thing. Yeah, of course.
Other than that, it's miserable.
Yeah, but you have to like kind of your old shit, though is then it's just going to be half baked. Like you should put the energy into the fucking thing. That's what I always think of new ideas. Like, what about this? What about this? It's like stop, just fucking make this
Then
one
you gotta
good.
do that, yeah. And there's also that
he's
little-
right, because some people are the opposite, where like every time you see them, they're doing new stuff, and you're like, that was okay, but you never worked it out. You never, you never got it good. I treat it like a musician. Like I get in writing mode, and I'll write an hour, and then I'll spend a year or two tightening that hour. And I won't really like come up with like new stuff, and then I'll tape it, and then I'll start over. I'll start writing the album again and do that. Like,
How old are you?
34.
Okay, so you were started like in your early 20s.
Yeah, I started at 20.
Yeah. And what'd you do? Just open mics and
Open mics for 7 years.
In New York?
Basically, yeah, in New York. Yeah, I got into the Stand. That was like one of the first clubs that started working me. I was probably like 2-3 years in.
Okay.
But I used to just like host at the Stand and then they just do open mics. That was my life for like 5-6 years. Then I went on the road and I started building, and I did the Tonight Show probably like 7 years in, and that's when things started like going better.
Got you.
Yeah.
Then you did the big HBO special, right?
Yeah, that was 2022.
Okay.
2022. Yeah.
Did you know that that was going to be an HBO special? Did you do it and then you sold it to HBO? Like, I don't know how that worked.
No, I got that. That's the thing. Like, I got a call from HBO like May 2020. Like right in the middle of the pandemic. It's like I'm like watching George Floyd protests, and HBO calls me, and they're like, "Hey, when we open up, we want to do a special with you." And I was like, "Okay." They were like, "We don't know when we'll open up. We don't know what's happening. We don't know if we'll have a country. But when we're back, we want to do it." So when I saw everybody on TikTok, I was like, "Oh, I have an HBO special coming. I don't need to do all these things."
I was gonna say you did well during COVID.
Yeah, because I got
too.
that call. Yeah, but if I would have done them both.
He's like, I did during COVID. Oh yeah, you did put down both. Yeah.
Yeah, I could have done both. So yeah,
You had like an online business right now. or something like that.
Right. So I knew that was coming, but it got pushed back 2 years.
That's so funny.
What made them decide like to call you? Did they see your YouTube and stuff?
I had like momentum before COVID before COVID hit. I had like momentum. Like I had done the Tonight Show. I had taped a Comedy Central set. I had taped the Comedy Central half hour. I taped the Comedy Central. I taped the HBO like short set for them.
Oh, okay.
So they just saw it off like that, and I think it had a lot to do with like the George Floyd thing was going on. They had a whole thing of like, we want to give opportunities to like, and I'm like, I'm Dominican. Yeah. So they were like, this guy, we can easily give him an opportunity. So I don't want to say it was DEI because I was grinding.
Yeah.
But it was definitely, it didn't hurt.
Nah, for sure. But I feel like HBO, like when you're a part of that, it's like a certain lore that's like amazing. It's like a different vibe. It's like, what are they, like mad picky about who they give specials to and shit?
Yeah, I think they pretend, they just like, they pretend they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they pretend
maybe
they
it's just
are.
not their forte.
Yeah,
So,
they don't give a lot. They don't give a lot. And working with them, it was like, because I just did my last special on my own, and I had like for them, it was like ask what you want, and then we'll do it. Like with the money,
They're
like
great.
you don't even ask for prices. It's just like what do you want, and then it's like I want this, and they're like, all right, it's done. I never heard about a price until I was doing it myself, where they were like, well, this costs this amount of money.
Oh, right.
Like I had
stool? The stool cost money?
Yeah. I was like, I don't need a stool.
Yeah, the plants in the background.
Yeah. I did my in the HBO one, I had like a smoke machine, and I was like, I want smoke, I want haze, and they were like, all right, we'll get you a smoke machine, and I didn't know later on that like a smoke machine is like $5,000.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah, and it's like, and then they had to hire, and then they had to pay the fire department to come and do an inspection of it, and I'm like, I had no idea this. Like they took care of all that.
I can barely. Nice. I pay for this on my own, and it's not to play. I just rent the studio, and it's a struggle. But then I've been on so many TV sets where you just see like the money is insane. Like anything you want, you can be like, I need a car just in the middle of the room for 5 seconds, and like you said, you have like a stunt man that watches it, and like it's fucking endless pockets of like these like big corporations and shit, you know?
Yeah, that's what it is. But I think the good part of it is like I don't own that special. No matter like how big I become, it's still theirs to do whatever they want with it. As opposed to now, what comedians are doing is they're paying for it themselves and they own it in perpetuity. You could just keep selling it. As you go bigger, you could keep selling it.
So creatively, it doesn't matter. It's just out on a platform, but you can make money off of it.
Yeah. Because like now the networks, they're just licensing. Really, they're not owning most of the things. They own like the big guys, but the regular, more like middle of the road comics, they're just licensing for 2 years. So when those 2 years is up, you can sell it to Hulu, and then those 2 years is up, you can sell it to Tubi, and those 2 years is up, like you could just keep licensing, keep getting paid off. And as you grow, if you turn out to be Kevin Hart, then that special will be worth millions.
Wow, I never thought of that. Yeah. But the HBO shit is a great branding thing. Like you see the people. Sure. Whenever I see one come out there, I'm like, damn, they like really picked this person. It's not like Netflix or something like that. I mean, Netflix does it too, but I feel like everyone has a Netflix special, you know?
Coolest thing that happened to me with that, when that special came out, it came out during New York Comedy Week, the New York Comedy Festival week. So HBO, they got like billboards put up like all around the city. So I got a call one day from one of my ex-girlfriend's friends, and she called me. She was like, hey, she actually texted me. She was like, I just want to let you know, I just left like so-and-so's house, and there's a billboard of your special right outside her house.
My God.
And I was like, the house that her and her husband live in? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, that is probably the top thing that'll ever happen to me in life.
Bro, I was on this is embarrassing, but I was on a show. So HBO owns those billboards probably. So it's like you and then the like White Lotus. You know what I mean? Like you're in good company. But Viacom owns like all the billboards in Times Square.
Right.
And in what's that? Sunset Boulevard in LA.
Yeah.
And it was like we always had, like when Jersey Shore came back, we had this monster fucking billboard in Times Square, bro. This thing's the size of a building. It's like fucking insane. But then I did some like throwaway show for them called like, it was like a spin-off called All Star Shore, where they just like get people. There's Jersey Shores all over the world. Like they're in like Germany and like Brazil. And the one in Brazil is wild. There's like they're like having orgies and shit like on camera. We'll talk about that. But I was the fucking I was the figurehead of the show because no one else was famous, so it was just me. So like I'm in Times Square, and the one in the middle with like the ball drop,
cola on top of you,
and it's just me in a fucking on a beach going like this for All Star Shore. It was like the coolest thing, but also the most embarrassing. I was in the subways,
but I feel like at that point you were already known as famous.
Yeah, like, but I was in part of like an ensemble. Oh, you're saying that
my ex didn't know me as she just knew me as like a normal. And then we didn't talk for 8 years, and now I'm in a billboard outside her house.
Yeah, but people were reacting. People react when they see people you on a billboard, you get the texts.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, look, I'm seeing you over here. I just wish it was for a comedy special, not a fucking show where I played beer pong on the beach.
That's not bad.
Do you get No. This is random. Do you get any money for Jersey Shore Brazil? None of that shit.
Nothing.
Had nothing to do with it.
Nothing. No.
That's wild.
Nah. But they do have a wild they have wild shows because like sexuality is different in other countries.
Well, that's like Montoya. Have you heard of Island de Temptation?
Oh yeah, what the fuck is that?
Island de Temptation.
Can you pull him up when he's crying?
Guy named Montoya.
That's like Temptation Island.
It's like Temptation Island, but in
Cuba.
No, it's España. It's Spain, and this guy's girl just gets cracked out all over Twitter, bro. It is wise, crazy.
But it was just from that one clip of her.
There's 2 clips. There's 2 big clips.
What do you mean by cracked out?
To Temptation Island. You and your girlfriend go on an island, you get split up, and they basically put temptation in your face. They're gonna put mad bad bitches around you, and they'll play games like maybe they'll have a truth or dare or something like that, and then they will show your girlfriend these videos.
Oh, okay.
She's got to decide whether it was genuine or not. So there's one video where they're like, "Hey Montoya, we're gonna show you a video, and you let us know if it's genuine or not." And it is a video of a guy fucking the shit out of his girl. So it's like, what do you think about this video? And he's like, she's getting fucked. Like,
wait, is his girl getting fucked?
Yeah.
His girl's on top. The first video, his girl's on top. The second video, this guy's.
So it's just
the
a
bed
sex
is
video.
like, yeah, but they're like undercover, and
he's asking, is it genuine?
Basically, they're saying like, Montoya, we're gonna show you this video.
This is it.
And okay, so he sees the video, he gets pissed. He starts running.
Oh, you got to put the headphones.
So he goes, I'm gonna run to her village.
And now Montoya and Anita have both.
Wait, they should have it on X though.
So this is Montoya, and he.
Yeah, Twitter X. Go on Twitter. They'll have that like the real. Go on Twitter and then go Montoya.
Temptation Island's the one where you are with your girl.
Yes.
And then you like. They let you experiment type shit.
You
and
can.
Yeah. And
It's
then
basically saying like, are you gonna be loyal?
right.
Around.
Yeah, on live TV in
This
front of
seems so
camera.
silly, because it's live TV. Like
It's
anyone
live.
could be
It's-
loyal on live TV.
So it's. I'm pretty sure it's bullshit.
I couldn't.
I'm pretty sure like a little bit of it is bullshit.
Nah, but like once
What, you
they
were
want
that
it.
tempted? You got that tempted where you couldn't just be like.
So when I did, there was a season in Miami where when we came back for family vacation, I was with a girl.
Yeah.
And I didn't do anything like in terms of like fuck anyone, kiss anybody. But my dumbass was thinking I can still be like a goofball, and like when I was like I'd be like call like a bottle girl hot, or
Yeah.
be like
it's fun.
Yeah.
shit like you would normally do that like my girl at the time wouldn't have cared if it was real life.
Yeah.
But there was 7 cameras pointed at me, so they can make it like a bigger
Yeah,
thing.
Of course, it's all edited.
So
yeah.
that that's when they called it the explanation chain. Like Paulie, there was a big he took a picture of me on the phone with the girl, and I was talking to her, and I told her what I did that night, and he took it on the iPad, and then he attached a chain to it and made me wear it around the house, and I was like on the phone and my girl was pissed, and I was the cheater.
Yeah.
Now, knowing that, I hadn't been on TV in a while since then, but now knowing that, it's just like, if you're on fucking TV, just go like this. Just keep your hands to yourself, you
But
know?
I feel like I would do the opposite. I would be like, babe, everything is fake.
Yeah.
Everything is fake. Like the producers made me do everything.
Yeah.
like this is a TV. We're making television.
Yeah, baby, come on. It's all.
I didn't really fuck her.
I tried that.
Just
didn't-
that thing.
So that's what this is like. Oh, maybe it's editing. No, she's getting fucking.
Bro,
Maybe it's-
see, I would say that this could be fake, but wait, play it. So that's his girl.
Wait, pause it one time.
He's
Pat.
licking her lips.
So just a quick little explanation. He got in trouble first. So he was with a girl, and the girl went under the hot tub, and it looks like she's sucking him off under the hot tub.
Okay.
And then they stopped the clip.
This is her payback?
And his girlfriend goes, wow. She was like, no, she was sucking his dick. It's a wrap.
Underwater?
Underwater.
It's not happening live. It looks like he's watching it.
No, it is happening live.
Is it?
So
Does he run into the fucking house?
Yes. So I thought he was going to try to kill himself and run into the ocean. But he doesn't do that. He runs to her camp and interrupts her. Go ahead. Kind of.
He didn't actually go there.
No. This isn't the full clip.
But
no.
he walks in the room?
No, so they all hold him back, and she comes out the room with her little shirt on.
Okay.
And she's like, no, Montoya, you getting your dick sucked, right? Like, I'm over here doing me. But there's another video.
Where you watching? Where does this come on?
It came on X, dude.
No, it was on
came on
their shit, like Paramount
yeah,
Plus,
yeah.
whatever, Spain, and then
Oh, so you just seen the clip?
it went
I just saw the
viral.
clips
It
from
went
Brawls.
viral on X.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So there's one
No,
more
but-
clip. It's not.
He
not that one.
He busts in.
No. So that clip wasn't complete.
Yeah, I'm
rest
saying
of
the
that
next
clip-
one, yeah.
Right, yeah, the rest of that clip he busts in.
No, but this shit happened. Like
Yeah.
I would say it's not real, but once you go into other countries and shit, like they don't even acknowledge the camera. Like
Yeah.
they are insane. Like
Yeah.
they were literally on the Brazil Jersey Shore one. This girl was getting pig roasted,
Good for her.
and like not on some host shit. Like it was on some
consensual shit.
Yeah, she
consensual.
was the one that like was let's go, motherfuckers.
How long did it take? Look at Pete Lee commenting on that.
Yeah, but there's another clip, Pat. So his
don't have to.
penance. I'm sorry, not his penance. His punishment was, okay, you ran to the other camp, which is illegal. You're not supposed to run to the other camp. So now if anything else happens, your friends will watch the video and they will orchestrate what they will tell you verbally what's happening. So they have an issue. Okay. Oh yeah. So look. So this is the rest of that clip that you would see. Whatever. They have another fight, and then she fucks this guy again. But this time, he's on top, and he rocks her world. The bed starts breaking. So your boys are watching it, and they're explaining to them, they're like, dude, she's having sex again, and the bed's about to break. And
Oh my God.
And it is wild.
Yeah,
But
anytime you
sorry.
go on a show, anytime you go on a reality show and you're with your girl or guy, you're setting yourself up for failure. The producers will find a way to put you in a weird equation. That's kind of why I don't really do it, just because now, like on my show, like if you bring someone, you better be marrying that person. Otherwise, y'all are going to look fucking crazy.
Yeah. How long did it take you to get used to the cameras? And be normal?
That happens right away. You get used to the cameras. It's like you don't get used to like just not being at home ever.
Yeah.
It like feels like jail. That's part you're like, this is weird. That's why like the first season and shit, I was kind of like just quiet into myself because the camera shit is fine, whatever. It's like it's like one party that goes on for a month.
Yeah.
And you get tired of that.
Yeah, of course. It's like Vegas. You go, it's like 4 days is good. And then you're like, I got to get home.
That's it.
When you're in the bedroom, are you by yourself or there's a camera guy?
There's a camera in the ceiling, like one of these.
Really?
Yeah,
so
like
you
watching
can't even
you
jerk off.
No, you have to jerk off in the bathroom.
No cameras in the bathroom.
No cameras in the bathroom, except unless two people.
I've seen shower scenes.
Unless two people go in there, then it's like two's a party.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
By the way, that video, just randomly, the video the whole time, it says stay tuned for MasterChef on the right. Like,
the next
show was Gordon Ramsay MasterChef.
How do you think this shit gets funded, bro? Come on.
Yo, I remember the first season. I was in college, and in college we didn't have class on Fridays, so it was Thirsty Thursdays. That was the party day.
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah,
Your
and then
pregame.
the show came on Thursdays at 10, I believe. The first season, and we used to like, as the school used to like watch it at 10, and then try to like out party what you guys did on the show. Like like the more y'all partied on the show, the more we would party on campus.
That must have been a mad fun like pregame shit.
Yeah, it was like
You know
we used to
what
be
I'm
like everyone used to come. I remember the dorms, like, and at the time I lived in we had like little apartments, and we would put it on, like the doors would be open, it would be on. I had a TV like this. All the girls would come watch. We would have alcohol on commercials. We would have music playing, like you watching it, and then the show come back. We turned off the thing. Quick 30 minutes. By the time it was done, we was lit, and then we go party.
Pregame, man.
Yeah.
Now there's another show like that called The Ultimatum. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
Yeah, I've
but
seen that one, yeah.
I've seen all the.
Girl, my girl, we watch all this shit.
Bro, The Ultimatum one. Yo, pull up the cast of this shit.
I tried to watch Severance with my girl. She fucking fell asleep.
Nah, Severance
She
is
needs
boring.
drama.
Severance is
She
boring,
needs
bro.
this.
We need 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, she
Nah,
needs-
Severance. You got to watch 8 episodes for you to really, really get in it.
Nah, this,
Ultimatum's good too.
no, this
Nick
one-
Lachey.
Yeah, no, this is like a Love Is Blind spinoff, but it's about two, like a couple that one of the person won't commit, so it's like they let everyone do like a couple swap, and then if they make it, if they're like, nah, like I love my person, then you end up being with your person. But some people will be like, nah, like fuck that.
I think I heard it. I might have seen it. It's on Netflix.
But the girls
I might have seen
from
an
this
episode of
season
this.
are the hottest girls I've ever seen.
Some of them are bad.
Bro, the hottest girls I've ever seen in my life.
Shorties, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? How are you signing up
the
for this
guys
shit?
were
Would you do
Whack.
The Bachelor?
I mean, this Bachelor was the first one, because I'm Italian, right? So, like, I don't really identify with, like, corn-fed middle America white dudes.
Sure, of course.
So whenever anyone...
You Sicilian?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
like, this is, like...
What the hell's that? Oh, that's the other ultimatum. That was the
This is
fat
the
girl.
ultimatum.
Was that the one they called it?
Why you
Fat?
zooming in
Oh,
there?
here we go.
Are you giving her a
That
fucking...
Ian, good job, buddy.
Yeah, nice first day, dude.
What is she towering over him?
I forgot which one she was.
I don't know.
Oh, then, which one?
I thought you were talking about The Bachelor, because I was going to say... Wait, this is not this
Oh,
season.
this is a different season.
No, I'm talking about... No, go to this last season, like the one now.
Yeah.
But no, the
Grant is
Bachelor
the
now is the first like mixed kind of dude, and I know one of the girls on the show now that
Yeah.
like I knew her before it.
Yeah, I know
And-
one of the girls on it too.
For real? Yo, I
Yeah.
followed like 7 of them.
Yeah. Which girl? What, you don't want to
Well,
say?
I won't say it. I don't want to blow her up, but I followed a bunch
The
of them.
Italian?
Bad mommy.
No, I'm like
I know the Italian.
No, actually, the Italian knows me. We're talking in code.
Let's go.
But I followed like more of like the black girls.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because
there's some girls from New York. There's a girl from Howard Beach.
There's mad
I
black
think there's
girls.
a Dominican on it too.
Yeah, there's mad. It's like my favorite season.
Wait, so it's not like that usually?
No. So
I've never seen it.
So this is the first like we had the first
Grant's
black
got
one.
a good litter of shorties.
What's his name? Grant.
That's his name.
He's the bachelor.
The
I watched
first
it
black
yesterday.
bachelor was Matt James.
Yeah, and now he got in big trouble.
Well, you got me
Yeah,
too?
that's it. Yo, this girl is so fucking hot.
Yeah, they left early though.
Look how hot
Yeah,
this girl is.
she's crazy.
Yeah, but she left early.
Yo,
He was
put her
like,
up. Pull up her Instagram.
And that's her
Dude.
man.
That's her man. What?
That's her man.
This is like some
He got a hoop earring though.
I was tight. I was
he
like,
do some freaky shit.
yeah, he does a freaky.
No, she's fire.
Yeah.
Yo, put her up.
She looks like a goddess, dude.
What is she?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chanel?
Big mix.
And like they have like their baddies with like low followers and shit.
I know, not anymore after they do this.
Not really. They still kind of
Chanel,
don't.
They left early. They didn't even go through the whole thing.
They didn't?
Nope, they
Why?
left early. They found their other person, right? And in the first week, you stay with that new person.
Yeah.
And they lasted one day, and he was like, "Nope, I didn't do it." And she was like, "Nah, I can't."
I mean, you with this girl. Why are you on this show?
I know. That's my point. I'm like,
him,
these girls are so hot. What the fuck?
What are you swinging for?
yeah.
I think maybe they just want to have their little influencer bag real
Yeah,
quick,
of
and
course.
then
That's-
they
even
do
like
it for
the-
like.
They want
The
to
Spanish ones,
host
the
a
same
couple
thing.
clubs. After
Yeah,
this.
but let's just say
Yeah.
you wanted to do that. Would you be able to, like, for? Oh, you have a girl.
Oh my
Are you
God.
single?
yeah.
Every fucking guy I ask on this podcast that I get the weirdest answers.
Oh my God. No, the only show I can go on is Traders.
No.
My girl had told me you better not even try.
No, I'm saying, bro, what?
Yeah, bad on me.
This is my dream girl right here.
This is the stockings for me and the toes. All right, what are we
Somebody
doing?
said, "Are you even real?" What's her followers like?
It's not that much, and before it was even less. 39. That's not that bad.
Not bad.
I know
Go up
some.
again? Oh, she's still with this clown?
Yeah. I know some
Nah, they
dog.
actually go to that first picture. They actually do look good together though. They look like a good couple.
Well, she's like
Answer the
I think
foot
she's also like a good.
Yeah, they look like a good couple.
Yo, there's nothing worse than having a crush on a girl,
Yeah.
and then you see her man, and then like he's ugly, because then you're like, damn, she loves him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if she's with like a basketball player or something, you're like, they're gonna be broken up in a week.
Yeah.
But like they're gonna last. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not the best.
They left the show.
They left the show. Yeah.
we can't- they
Where's
left
she
early.
from? Where's she from?
She's from like Arizona or some shit. They're always like baddies, and we were
Yeah,
talking.
AZ.
Yeah, we were talking about the baddies all over the country.
Yeah.
we were in the green room because now you tour. You're like famous now. You know, so you meet people.
Yeah.
I'm starting to do that.
Never Chanel Watkins.
You got
girls are never
Chanel
at the
Watkins.
She's never. These girls are never at the show.
Yeah.
Come on, I thought comedy was supposed to bring in a new kind of
Knucklefuckers.
genre for me.
Yeah, no.
You will though. You will get that though. But you grandfathered in with the baddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the ones in the club I don't want because that's too drunk and
Yeah,
crazy.
you did that already for a long time.
Yeah. I wanted like maybe a little more like 30, mature, like early night kind of vibe. Maybe the Standish crowd, you know?
The Stand has a lot of that. The
Yeah.
Stand has a lot of that.
I always get
This
I
was
was
really
getting
beautiful
mad
girls
hot
on the Stand.
Dominican girls. Remember we went out with those girls that time? They met me at the Stand.
Yeah, we're going to have to edit this out of the episode.
Yeah, edit out. Edit
No,
out.
okay. Remember we fucked those
Perfect. Ian, please, this is one job, kid. No. When we did the show at Soho House and
I
Sugar
gotta try
KP.
Soho House tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's just models there.
Yeah. Well, no,
those are bad shows. They're not good shows.
Horrible.
They're not good shows.
Horrible. I got in trouble too because my boy was like, because I put up the clip about the dog thing.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I just want to say I love Soho House. I love all the people. No, I'm dead ass. But like sometimes when you're like making a joke, you kind of shit on the establishment or the location,
Sure, that's fair game.
wherever you are. So this guy that had his dog there, and like my little crowd work moment was like, oh, they're giving memberships to dogs now.
Sure.
You know, and everyone laughed, and then it was kind of like Soho House. I think I got wind of it, and they were like, "Why are you saying this?" I'm like, "I don't. It's just a fucking joke."
Yeah.
Sometimes I hold it against companies. I went to Africa. I was touring in Kenya, and I had hit up Kenya Airways saying like, hey, I'm gonna go to Kenya on your guys' thing, and I'm going over there to do shows. Could you guys give me like a free upgrade to go?
Okay.
And they didn't reply to me. I said, okay, no problem. I flew to Kenya. I did a bit making fun of Kenya Airways. The bit goes viral in Kenya. Then they hit me up like, hey guys, we just saw this.
Right.
We think it's hilarious. We would love to give you an upgrade when you fly back home.
Okay.
But I was already back home. So I did that with Monster. I did that with Liquid Death. Like, I'll hit you up. Send me free shit. And if you don't,
I'm abusing you.
I'm tearing you down here on TikTok.
No, Soho House revoked my membership.
I did a Soho House show. Was it Soho House? I forgot. I don't know if it was so, but Leo was there.
Yeah, those are the worst.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Like, Leo's not laughing at you.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he was trying to be like friendly, but like all the models were like, "What? We want to."
Yeah. How'd you get this show? Like, are you on a house comedy show? Is it your show?
No, it's this guy's show, Ryan Reese. You remember?
He did Soho House?
He was booking. He was
Yeah.
booking a show there. It was the show was not great. Like it was always packed and it was full, but it was just the people were too attractive, too famous, too rich to like.
My girls were laughing that show. It was the douchebags in the front.
We
it was
went
like
up
it was like a row of like agents and shit, like branding agents in the front. I'm like, what the fuck you guys
I had the
doing?
opposite. I had like the guys laughing and the models were like, when is Leo coming up?
Yeah.
Damn, what the fuck was?
We had fun though. It was fun though. It wasn't hard. It wasn't that bad. Like I remember having fun for the most part. Then up and down, whatever. But I like the way you're saying the way you did is because in the real way you did it, you were like, yo, this place is going to shit. They're like dogs in this bullshit ass place.
Yeah. I was already mad at the set, so I was like, fuck this place.
So you put it up on your Instagram?
Yeah.
It was a funny
Well, I mean, you
moment.
do have 4 million followers, I think.
Yeah, but when I do a clip, it's like if I tell like a good joke, it'll like no one will watch it.
Yeah.
But if I have something that everyone thinks I'm bombing at, where like it's always like these guys that have no default picture and they collect like cereal or like Pokemon cards or something.
Yeah.
And it goes viral.
Sega Genesis video games.
It goes viral amongst them. I'm like, who are these guys? It goes viral. If I tell a good joke, no. But for some reason they didn't. I noticed. I don't even think they knew what Soho House was. Yeah. So it looked like a guy just called me a bitch. Because he was like, I pay for this, bitch. And
he said that in response to you?
Yeah.
He goes, you got a dog? And the guy's like, I pay for that dog.
He was like, call me a bitch. Like, I'm assuming he was gay, and it was like a colloquial, like, yo, bro. You know what I mean? And then, but no one knew the Soho House reference, but that's why it went viral. Yeah. It wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be like a throwaway.
Wait, but did Soho House reach out?
No. Like, they got, like, I have a friend that works there that was like, so I took it down because I didn't want no smoke with them. It wasn't about that. It was more about just the clip. You know what I mean? Sometimes like I'm trying to make just little throwaway kind of. I'm not putting out any of my set because I don't even have one yet. I'm starting out. Of course. But you have like little moments and shit. You know what I mean? Like you try, and then they go viral, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No. For me to take something down, I need something.
Yeah.
Not a bag. Just give me like a dinner or something.
Yeah.
For my troubles.
Go to your house, see a Liquid Death fridge.
Yeah,
like,
I had the liquid, bro. Liquid Death sent me like 6 cases of water.
Yeah, we gotta get.
And I was like, all right, send them in. But they don't care. Because I was making fun of Liquid Death, but they was like. They weren't mad. They were like, "This is promo. Like, keep
yes.
We'll send you water."
Yeah, nah. Ian got the fucking Kenya Airways for life, bro.
Was it a nice airline?
It was fine. My flight was fine, but when I got to Kenya, everybody in there was saying that the airline was like the Spirit Airlines of the thing, and I didn't have that experience.
Right.
But since everybody else had that experience, I just made a joke about it, and I was like pretending. I was like. I made a joke about how like I wanted to go to Kenya and I wanted to do everything like African, so I flew Kenya Airways, and when I got to Kenya, the people were like, "Why would you ever do that?" Like they're the terrible. So it was a whole thing, but they were like, "We thought it was funny. Like we'll give you a free upgrade." I was like, "Yeah."
What was the shows in Kenya like?
They were good.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was definitely a different experience. I went for like they put on like this comedy festival. They have like a new scene, and I went into this comedy festival. So then they rented out like on the last weekend, they rented out a theater, and we did 3 shows. I think at like a small theater, probably like maybe 500-600 seats.
Okay.
And it was full, and it was great. Apparently, like my clips had gone viral over there.
Right.
So, like,
how does that happen? Like,
I don't know. They hit me up. Like
when you end up like someone ends up in like Dublin or some shit.
Yeah,
like,
bro. the promoter hit me up like, hey man, we would love for you. He was like, I know this is weird, but your clips have done really, really well over here. Like,
wow.
And we think that if you came and sold, like, we could do well. I was like, I promise you, I can't. And he was like, no, I'm telling you. And then we did it, and we put it on sale, and it was great. It was
people going up to you like, yeah, no,
yeah, like after the show, yeah, like after the show, yeah.
Was that one of the only international ones, or you do a lot?
Oh no, I did Kenya,
Europe and
I've
shit?
done London, I did France,
Okay.
I've done Turkey, Dubai, Abu Dhabi.
what was that? Dubai like?
Dubai's fire, bro.
Is it?
Dubai's
I hear
fire.
mixed reviews. I hear
I mean, fire in the sense of it's rich,
Right.
Like, it's so rich and fancy. When you there, like doing what I was doing, they treat you like they're happy that you're there.
Yeah.
Like
That's awesome.
the people treat you like they're very happy that you're there. And then the women are like, you know, they're Dubai, like they all like.
Great
I didn't see like ugly people. I mean, not where I was staying. I don't think they were allowed.
right, but at the same
They're all
time, you
stunning.
can't like go to a room with a woman unless she's your wife or something.
No, that's not true.
Really?
Yeah, that's all. Like it's all lies. Like you can't do
Alcohol.
Stuff. No, in the hotel, you're like on American soil. Like you
Okay.
can pretty much do whatever you want in the hotel. If you leave the hotel and you get into like the town and stuff, you can't do stuff there. They have like their rules. But in the like my hotel, I was full of like prostitutes.
Yeah, like
That were,
Eastern European
Yeah,
ones and
yeah,
shit.
like
I don't want to
Ukrainian.
go to Dubai to see like Ukrainians though.
I mean, I look at them like furniture. They were just there.
They were
like
just
you're like,
there,
that's a
yeah.
nice chair, but it's a prostitute.
Yeah, nah. I want like a Middle Eastern prostitute.
You could get that
Yeah.
too.
For real?
I mean, I didn't see any. I think they're
I want
strict
the
on
whole,
them.
you know what I mean?
I want a burqa
like, you know how you wanted to like do all the African things in Africa? I
Yeah.
want to do all the Middle Eastern things in Dubai.
I did the Middle Eastern. By the way, I don't want this to get to Dubai. I love Dubai, and I want to go.
They might
back.
send you
I
some
think-
free shit.
I think it's a great place. I would never threaten Dubai.
No, you're talking it up. I'm the one. I heard it was not.
Okay. No, Dubai is great. The food is great. The people are great. It's safe. Like you
Yeah.
get up, you just leave your stuff there. It's nice.
Well, you see all the Instagram people like just going there like it's going to fucking, I don't know, like Vegas now.
yeah, it's
They're
like
doing the
Vegas.
photo shoot in the
Yeah.
fucking desert with
Yes.
the thing on,
I did
on
all
your
that.
head and
Yeah.
the fucking tiger.
Yeah. Then I went to Abu Dhabi the next time. I did the Abu Dhabi.
Where's
Comedy
Abu
Festival. It's like. Is
that Saudi Arabia?
Oh no, it's the UAE.
Okay,
It's the capital.
That's where they do the UFC shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the arena.
that's coming up.
Yeah.
Aren't they gonna have World Cup over there or some shit? Oh, no, that's
Qatar,
Saudi.
They did
That's
in Qatar, and Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia wants it too.
Yeah.
No, it was great. It was like.
Oh, that's right. They
it's
do wrestling
dope.
in Abu Dhabi too, and they wild out. They do not Ring of Honor. It's called the Grand something whatever. WWE does it over there.
Yeah.
and it's like huge.
They get big with- they
the
get
Crown
big with
Jewel. It's called
sports.
Crown Jewel, and it's like wild.
When I did the festival, Chappelle headlined and he did the arena, and we were backstage at the arena, and it was just like everyone is just beautiful. Like all the people who work
imagine.
at the arena, they're just like you're like if you came to America, I could make you a star.
Right. Oh my god. I used to feel like that when I used to bang girls in North Carolina.
Yeah,
I used to fucking.
You want to bring them to
bad,
America?
beautiful North
Why
Carolina.
North Carolina? That's so random.
Because they used to be in North Carolina and like the fucking their main
Charlotte?
their main objective of like this was back then before like OnlyFans and shit. Their main objective was to just be like on a Hooters calendar girl,
That's a
or
good-
like
that's a good
or
goal.
like a Red Bull girl. Like
Yeah.
that's all. I was like, if you lived in New York right now, you'd be a fucking either like rich because you married a guy, or you'd be a model. But they
Yeah.
were like back then it was just
Would you go host stuff over there?
Yeah, I'd just go host clubs and shit.
Yeah. You spent some time in Vegas too, right?
Vegas, I did doing Chippendales.
Yeah.
Which is different. But like I'm talking about like you said, picking out like the really women, like that girl that we just saw from Ultimatum, and you're just in a small town and you see her, you're like,
Yeah.
you want to get married?
Come
Like,
with me. Yeah, come with me.
yeah.
I got a plans for us.
You don't see that in Vegas.
Well, we got a show coming up. We're going to be in the Gaza. We're doing Gaza Strip, right?
You're queuing up the thing.
Yeah, we're going to be. Check this out.
Oh.
Fuck Abu Dhabi.
Trump Gaza?
Get ready
did you
for
see
these
the
things
scene
already?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
He posted it, right?
In a this is not political.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just reacting to
The news?
the news.
Technology.
I just love the
wild.
song. I just love the song.
Isn't it Scarf like push it to the limit?
No, it's like this AI weird song.
So I guess that's
All right.
before. Okay.
That's just before. They're
Don't
running
worry,
a
kid.
little
We're gonna
family.
fix it, kid.
And now they're coming back.
Now it's
Coming to set you free, bringing the light for all to see. No more tunnels, no more
Elon is
fear.
eating hummus.
Gaza is finally
There's some weird
trans girls on the beach.
golden future, a brand new life.
Trump. He's dancing with a fucking.
The kids have American dollars. More hummus.
Golden future, a brand new life.
Melania must have looked at him like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?"
Who's that guy?
Number one.
That's Netanyahu.
My God.
Jeez, I've been to Gaza.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Nice Gaza? Or old Gaza?
No, he was at this one. He was playing the Trump. I think just in a way, I feel like this is obviously either it's a huge L, like that's insane to be making a mockery of it. But if this was some like weird game of chess he's doing, I feel like he's rubbing this in like people's faces so that like they're like, okay, this is not what we want this to be. Like all the other countries in the Middle East are like, he's making a joke out of this. We're gonna step in now and take over. That's like my red pill kind of mind.
Maybe.
Or he's just like making a joke out of it and like
Or he's
reposting
dead
AI.
ass to be in the middle of two places that are fighting, right? Then he's got the Red Sea. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he really wants to do this,
Yeah.
he's in the middle of two.
We talked about it last time.
We
We wanted to rebuild it, but then for the people there and somehow make it benefit us, but for them to have a nice place to live. But this looks like it's Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, 50,000 people have been killed there.
More,
I don't know who's willing to vacation. Like, like, who's
right.
willing to, like,
He's trolling.
stay on a beach resort. You know,
Wild, dude.
I think he's just doing it again so that people, because he mentioned it first in the press conference, and he has like a weird way of
I
like
see what you're
making
saying.
deals
Yeah.
to where like now the rest of the people will be like, okay, we can't have like Trump's name here like it's Atlantic City.
So you think he's basically saying, like, if you guys don't fix this,
Yeah, this is what
This
it's
is
going
what's
to
gonna
become.
become.
You know what I mean? So maybe
Yeah.
that's my.
Interesting.
Oh wait. So you've been to Gaza
Yeah. In 2021.
Recently?
2021.
2021. What was it? Okay.
2021.
This guy was lying about COVID the whole time. He was fucking
a great
HBO special.
You are
in
Was
Gaza.
it 2021, 2022? I toured in Israel. I did when I was in Israel, and then we went to the West Bank, and then we went to the ship. But they don't let you like all the way in, so you just gotta go to like where the military is, and then
Were they
but I went
shows
to the
for military,
I went to
or-
West Bank. No, it was just shows. It was a tour for just. I think it was people who were New Yorker. Most of the audience was like New Yorkers who had like moved over there. So I guess expats.
Oh, and they moved to Gaza?
No, to Israel.
Oh,
I went there just like to see. To,
I thought you were doing shows in Gaza.
No, I was doing shows. I did shows in Jerusalem. I did
Google
shows.
Maps. Is that Raising Cane's? I just
Yeah,
saw?
but this was before. This was before any like the stuff
conflict.
had happened.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
conflict.
yeah.
Like when I went, obviously I didn't do go on a deep dive, but just in general, like the people I saw Palestinians, I saw Israelis, and it was like fine. It was,
Did you go to Tel Aviv? I'm assuming you
Yeah,
went to
of
Tel Aviv
course.
because
Yeah,
that's like the real nice part.
yeah.
And, like,
Imagine
That's what I
doing
was doing.
comedy like on a mountain, the same place where Jesus was like preaching to people. You said you went to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Damn.
And we walked through the old city, went to see the birthplace of Christ and all that stuff.
Do they have the real birthplace? I saw
Yeah.
on TikTok they had the
Well, he wasn't born in Jerusalem. I think he's born in Bethlehem.
Bethlehem?
Yeah.
I saw on TikTok they thought they had like they thought where the real Last Supper was, but it's like still.
I went in that room.
You did?
Yeah, I went in that room where they said the Last Supper was
It's
there.
like upstairs.
Yeah, it's upstairs.
In a castle or
Yeah,
some shit
yeah.
like that.
Yep.
But then they don't know.
second floor.
Like all the comments are like, we don't know.
Yeah, they were like, well, like when you go to the old city, they're like, this is where Jesus like walked. Like literally, this is the thing, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went in that room. It's like you go up the stairs and it's a room. It was actually, they were doing construction on it, which I thought was kind of weird, but.
Really?
Well, he was a carpenter.
They're like painting it.
What do the construction guys look like? Do they look like
Jesus?
Like construction dudes?
Yeah, they were just
They're
like painting
Mexican.
and stuff like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. That's what I pretty much. Were they wearing like glow-in-the-dark vests?
The craziest thing is like when you leave, because it's like there's like the door to go into like the old city, like those big doors.
Yeah,
I don't know, I'm sure there's like a term for them. But when you leave, like as soon as you walk out the old city, there's like a Nike store. I'm like, this is like,
It's like I hear the pyramids are like that. The
yeah,
pyramids are
it's
like you're there and then like you look right over, there's a Cheesecake Factory. kind of shit.
like
Wild.
capitalism.
Yeah,
Buy
that's
Nike slides in Bethlehem, like outside of.
Yeah.
Jesus was wearing
Yeah,
the
like-
fucking Nike slides, bro.
Get the Nike slide.
Did you feel any kind of holy,
I mean, everyone tells you have
spiritual.
to.
Yeah.
So if, you know, you go
can't
and you're like,
force that.
you're like, yeah, I guess it's. I mean, people are praying next to me. I guess this is like thing. The grave, going to the grave. That's like you're like, whoa.
The grave?
Where
There's a grave?
buried.
They have a grave?
Yeah. They built a church over it now.
Wow, I didn't
But
know
you can go like right to the tomb where he's buried right here, and you're like, whoa.
What?
Yeah. And then you go to where he was crucified. They have a cross there where he like.
When I walked around Italy, like you feel the history of it, and like oh shit, like Leonardo da Vinci like painted the Mona Lisa right there. Like you feel that. So I can't imagine like some Jesus stuff.
Yeah, you definitely. I mean, once you walk through the gates of like the old city, you definitely are like, wow, like this is what you especially if you grew up Catholic or whatever Christian, you this is what you like see in the textbooks. So you're just like, wow. But then once you start going to the grave and the stuff, I feel like you'll feel something.
Yeah,
you'll feel
cool, man.
A little tingly.
And when it comes to comedy, like how does it feel? You know, you're doing shows here for 10 years, whatever, and then now you're in like Kenya.
Yeah.
You're in Israel. Like, do you feel like this barrier that you have to crack, like, or you just do your act? You know?
Yeah, I kind of just do my act. I think it's part of it.
Like
where
you
you're
are
like,
New York, like, dude, like, you know what I mean? How does that translate to?
Yeah, but I do a lot of dating stuff, and people date everywhere.
Okay.
So if it's just reference stuff. Like if I'm referencing like a Cheesecake Factory, they don't have that. I'll just be like, "What's a Cheesecake Factory here?" And they'll just be like, you know, whatever it is, and I'll just switch those.
Right.
Excuse me. I'll just switch those words. But generally speaking, I find I think when I first went international, I felt that, but now because I've been to so many places, I'm like, they get it. Like the wildest. I was in France during the Olympics. I did shows there, and that was the first place where there was like a language barrier, where language wasn't their first language.
Yeah.
And there you sense it in the sense that you could tell that it takes longer for them to get it.
Okay.
Like just split second longer. But in all the places that's just English, it's fine.
And they're like on your side. They came to see comedy.
Yeah, they came to see comedy. It's not like a challenge. They're not like bitter that they're at a comedy club. Like they're excited that you're there. Like,
Do they pull you aside and go like, listen, you can't make fun of the royal family? Like besides that, you can do anything you want.
Nah, never.
Dubai wasn't like make fun of Lashem. It's gonna be a problem.
Nah, no. I mean, I think they just imagine you'd know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You know not to. But I also think that they're trying to open up tourism over there.
Yeah.
So if they bring comedians, I know like the big guys like Chappelle and them, they ain't give them no rules.
Right.
They was like, they want to show that you could do whatever here.
That's awesome.
And Dubai is something crazy. Like 80% of the people there aren't from there.
Wow.
So
That's a good melting pot. Yeah. But like, I'm friends with Russell Peters, and you know Greg Rogel is.
yeah, of course, he's opener. Yeah. I saw him last night.
He would go up and like all over. He's a Jewish guy, just all over the Middle East, and like just be in these weird rooms doing his act and shit. And he loved it. He didn't have a problem.
Greg Rogel does the joke about the Greek Easter. About like he came out again for the Greeks. Is that Greg?
Oh
Rogel?
yeah.
That's Greg.
That's Greg. No, I think TikTok and Instagram and all this stuff has kind of changed the dynamic. Like now you go places where you never imagined, and it kind of seems like I've been to places where they have a brand new comedy scene, but you go do the shows and it seems like the audience like already knows what to do.
And you said you kind of already went viral there too.
Yeah,
so it's not like
them.
I was gonna say because back in the day you probably were just a comic that did shows there and they're meeting you for the first time.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know, Ari Shafir or something, you know?
Yeah. I think that it has like the TikTok stuff has brought us like together comedically at least. Like people who go out to see shows, most of them are like, I've seen it on the thing. I know I'm supposed to sit here and laugh, right? And you're like, you got it.
Do you purposely do like the universal tropes about dating and stuff like for that reason?
Nah, I just be writing what I think is funny.
Yeah.
And that's just like what comes out. Like, I don't like purposely. I don't be like when I be like I want to write about this, I get nothing.
Right.
I just kind of gotta like free write and then try to piece it together after like I have a bit.
For me, like I'm kind of starting and it's so funny. Like I'll tell jokes that like are kind of funny. They're about like making fun of reality shows or whatever. But then as soon as you mention something that like everybody in the room relates to at the same time, it's just different type of vibe.
Yeah, it's a different
and I
vibe.
wish like I'm trying to get like more and more of the set to be like that.
Yeah.
So you have them from the beginning of like some shit that they recognize, you know?
That definitely is a different type of like thing. I feel like once you do that for like an hour, that's when you like get like the standing ovation. conversations, like where people are just like, not only was this funny, but you talked about exactly what I
go through. Like fucking.
But for that, you gotta like live and like touch the people. You gotta really experience like life as a regular person.
Yeah. That's why, like, actually at New Jokes Night when I used to do it, because, you know, like everyone always is like, talk about this, talk about TV. But then, like, you know, Chris Rock would go up there and, you know, right after the first big, like, pop, he'd be like, just got divorced, haven't changed my pillow in a long time. Just like normal fucking shit, you know?
Yeah. That's the thing. I think fame hurts you sometimes with comedy. You're trying to be like the everyday man on stage and you're so famous, it's hard to relate.
Yeah. Nate Bargatze does a good job at that.
Yeah, he does a good job of it. He does a good job of, you know, he make $85 million last year.
People might be catching on now.
He's like, I don't understand how banking works.
What's
like,
a washing machine?
You don't, Nate? You fly private and seems like you understand banking. No, but yeah, he definitely is like has like the everyday everyday guy vibe.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've been some fucking crazy places. You been ever to Staten Island? I bet you know. Oh, I think gonna say no. Like,
I'm a New Yorker.
Kanye, Gaza. Nah, fuck Staten Island.
Staten Island.
Yeah. No, Staten Island. That's where you grew up, right?
Yeah.
That's where you
grew up there. I lived there up until 3 years ago, pretty much. I tried to live in LA for like a year during COVID, just because like I was gonna move into the city, but then as soon as COVID happened, like the city was like
ghost town.
It felt like a cruise ship. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to live there. And not that LA was great, but at least like you had like a house and a yard and stuff like that.
You ever do cruise comedy?
No.
Okay.
I was supposed, like one time I got an offer to do like a thing and I thought about it, but then I was like, nah.
Do you have to live on the cruise?
No, you spend like a couple weeks.
Sounds like torture. I would never do a cruise in general.
Wow.
I would do like a comedy cruise. Like sometimes the guys like Bert Kreischer does one, Nate Bargatze's doing one where it's just like 50 comics on the boat.
For how long?
It's like a week. And then they do shows every night, and then you enjoy all the stuff on the cruise, and I think that's dope.
I don't know. I feel like I need to see land at all times.
Me too. I just went on a cruise with my family at the beginning of the year, and like people.
Were you not seeing land?
I mean, we did. We stopped in like 6 places, but like when you on the boat, people be so excited, like, and I'm just like, is this like we're just at sea?
In a mall.
Yeah. Why are you so excited about this? Like they see a buffet, they get like, it's just burgers, like
It just gives you the illusion that it's different because you're in the middle, you're floating in the ocean. You know what I mean? It's like, this hits harder.
Yeah.
I guess I would be afraid though. I don't want to see it, look around me and just see pitch black everywhere and just fucking.
I had a balcony. I would sit like at night, I would sit on my balcony and like look at the water. It's just like
it gives me
pretty. I'm a little afraid.
You wouldn't be afraid. You would just be like, maybe the first day you'd be like, it's weird, and the next.
What cruise was it? Can you say what cruise?
What was it? Norwegian.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. Yeah, I wasn't doing Carnival.
I love the Carnival TikToks. That's my favorite.
I gotta bring boxing gloves. There's Carnival TikTok.
Well, like they show the videos of the fights and shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's not fights. It's everyone just doing the electric slide.
Yeah, I was about to say the Casper slide.
I've seen fights. I've seen.
At the buffet.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be the most friendliest, happiest place.
Yeah.
But the buffet gets crazy, dude. The buffet gets fucking wild.
Carnival's like the wildest and most ratchet, but it's the funnest.
Right.
So it's like, for like, if you want better people, you're trading fun for it.
Yeah.
If you want bougie, chill.
Yeah. But this is fun.
Yeah, they had a good time.
No, this is clearly fun. Like before this happened,
dude,
you know a good time was being had.
Bro, that club was popping.
Yeah, a good time was being had.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get this on Norwegian.
I'd be clapping cheeks on this shit,
dude.
yo.
Yo, you would be
I would not be clapping on Norwegian.
It's in New York.
What's
It
that?
came out of New York too. It was about to dock. That's like a family fight.
Crazy.
60 people at a nightclub at 5 a.m. Come on, you know that was the vibe. It was good.
That's,
The vibes were good.
that's popping.
I don't know. I see too many white T-shirts. I go, I ain't
It's
going
an
on this
all-white
cruise.
party.
I ain't going on
You
this
got an
cruise.
all-white party on the boat.
No. Sorry. Baby
Also,
girl.
this clip is from Fox News, so we don't even know if this happened.
Yeah.
This could
Yeah,
be. This could be in Gaza.
They made all the people look black.
This is propaganda. Nah, I'm not a cruise. I like
I'm
to.
not a cruise guy neither.
But Norwegian is supposed to be really nice.
It's nice, but you know, I like land.
I do the shit where you go maybe to like Europe I know
Yeah,
they have
that was-
those.
no
Because at
reason,
least you
no
have like
reason,
a
no reason to do
destination.
that.
I just don't want to like spin the block eating buffet.
Well, we was in the Caribbean, so and we stopped in 7 places. We stopped in Puerto Rico, Barbados, St. Lucia, Dominican Republic. I forget the other place. So we stopped most of the nights. We only had to see like 2 days.
I was just in Jamaica, and I went when I was 19, and had a different feeling now. Like now, I wanted to be in Jamaica. It felt really weird to just be on the resort, like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, man.
Oh, you can't do that.
No,
I was waiting for this. I was waiting for this.
No, that's racist.
no, you can't.
No, you can be Jamaican, which is weird.
No, they don't care.
Accent
That's
you could
like
do.
the whole thing.
You could do
Jamaica,
Jamaican.
yeah,
You can't do Asian. That's,
No.
You lose your career.
No. Well,
Jamaican works. I think you could do Italian. You could
Patois. No, but it's like a thing where like the white tourists are
Yeah,
there
you could
just
do
being
that.
idiots
It's
like
so yeah.
on the resort.
I think you could do Mexican.
No way. You
Yeah,
cannot do
well, you
Mexican.
can.
No,
I
not
mean, I
like that.
can.
Not like that. but no, you could do Mexican. You can do guacamole. What do they say?
Guacamole. Yeah, you can do. Yeah, you can.
It's
wait,
me.
you sound like an
Mario.
Italian. You sound like an Italian guy.
No, Mario's Italian.
You just mix Italian and
Mario's
Mexican. Guacamole.
It's similar.
But not like I wanted to go and be in the city and like
Shout out
go
to
do
Mexicans.
shit
Shout out.
like that in Jamaica.
How are you like? Do you ever be out and feel like you need security?
It's a good question, actually.
We needed security
go.
today. We went to the Starbucks.
I always do,
Two fat kids went up
technically,
to him.
but I don't have like security on salary money.
Yeah.
So like when you're on a reality show, sometimes it's not as bad anymore. But especially back then, you get like the A-list recognition, but you don't have money. So you know how much money you have to have fun, like full security.
Yeah.
That's why I'd be bugging out sometimes when like a TikToker becomes like a Hawk 2 or some shit, and the next thing you know, you see her walking around with security. I'm like, she needs it, but like, who's paying for that shit?
Also, she's a girl, so it could be,
Yeah. I'm like pretty low
and
key.
she's a girl that got popular by saying how
dick.
you should give head.
Yeah.
So I would hire security. If you're gonna be walking
crazy-ass
around
guys gonna be
America.
like, "Hey, you got two up." Just
I
fucking
heard a couple
pants in his
people to walk
ankles.
around. And there used to be, there was a security guard at the cellar who I became friends with, and he was like, "Yo, like if I'm ever not working and you need security, like just hit me up."
Oh,
like,
that's good.
Like $150.
I do that. I do that. Like if I go like an appearance or something,
Yeah.
I have security. Now that like I'm starting to go on the road with comedy clubs, there's like hundreds of people there to see me.
Yeah.
I have to have
Yeah.
security because sometimes.
Comedy hot clubs, they hire security a lot of times though. Especially
Sometimes
for
they
that, like,
don't. I was like somewhere once and I was like, "You guys security?" Like sometimes the door guy steps in. I'm like,
Sometimes
Busboy was-
Sometimes the door steps in, depending on who the threat is.
yeah. I needed like Tracy's fucking ex-boyfriend to like walk me to the stage. It was fucking.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. It was like this big dude.
There was
You
no
know what's a
security.
good move? You know what's a good move? Go on a date and hire security for your date.
That's pretty wild.
And like
The car he drives and
you-
shit.
That's my security, yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, but security is tricky because I always need security and I could spend here and there, but it's not about. It's like I want to kind of be around the guy and like chill with him.
Yeah.
I used to have this dude that was like one of my boys. He was fucking huge, like 6'5", 400 pounds, fucking huge dick, and he he was like the best because he was my friend. But
Yeah.
like just having like a guy just like stand around with me would feel it's very personal.
It is. But I've had both because I've had the friend, and then I'm like, I need you to shut up.
Stop trying to fuck the girls.
I need you to
Yeah.
stop talking and stop trying to fuck the girls
I need you to
around me.
secure. I need you to secure for me.
Right. And then you want a guy that's quiet and no talking and just standing around.
What a killer. Yeah.
Dude, I know this one dude that he is a guy that just has some money. It's kind of weird and shady. I don't know what he does.
Yeah, no way.
And he just hires like 7 security guards to like walk around and look like he's like a prince of somewhere, and he just does it every night in New York. It's the most embarrassing thing because no one knows who he is, and I guess he kind of like wants people to be like, "Who is that?" But,
Until you make
but
it.
there's no payoff though.
Yeah.
There's no like he,
really?
he goes on a date with like one girl, and then there's like 7 guys around him.
Yeah, I mean, it's not 7 guys. He hired the Secret Service. The Secret Service. That sounds like a Barney move from How I Met Your Mother. Like
Yeah.
Barney would do. 7 people is insane. But that's the thing about now that everyone is famous like in pockets. So you people be like, I don't know who he is, but he's really famous. Like obviously he has 7 securities. Back then it would be like, who is this guy? But now they're like, maybe he's big on
fucking TikTok
on that show. Maybe he won the show.
I get bugged out
he's
because
Montalvo.
Montoya.
Oh, Montoya.
I get bugged out because I see like I walk around and I know how to do it. I've been doing it a long time. Like hat down, keep it moving. New York, no one gives a fuck. But then like Bradley Cooper's just walking around my neighborhood, no
Yeah.
hat,
Yeah.
Philly cheesesteak.
t-shirt. I'm like, how come no one's going up to him? I can't even go to Starbucks.
You know he's been at the Cellar for like the last 2 months because he's directing a comedy movie. They're actually filming it today and tomorrow. At the Cellar.
Really?
Yeah, he's filming a stand-up movie. He's directing it. He's not in it. But he's been there.
okay.
He was coming through every night, like you said, nothing on with Gigi Hadid, nothing on, no security, like just.
But when you see the clips and shit, no one's going up to them.
Yeah,
It's so
no
weird.
one's going up. He's a big guy too. He's like 6'2".
Yeah, and it's fucking Bradley Cooper. Bro,
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal. I get starstruck whenever I see him, and he
Yeah.
just goes to like, oh, Jake Gyllenhaal's at a cafe eating a crumpet by himself.
So are you getting like, do you get like real baddies that come up to you? They probably DM
depends on
more.
where I am. If I'm in like Miami or something, but
Yeah. You ever live there?
would I or did I?
Did you?
No.
I thought you lived.
I would love to, but Ronnie, my boy Ronnie lives in that area, but
From Jersey Shore?
I'm more of a New York.
I know
kinda-
Ronnie.
Yeah, I'm more of a New York kind of dude, but that's the hottest girls. Like that's where
That's
like,
insane.
that's like if I like live there, I'd find a wife.
When you say hot,
Or
like, yeah.
you would be divorced 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like okay, yes, like in my past when I was partying, like I would just fuck everything, but now I feel like even though there's a bunch of party girls there, like you go to the outskirts of like Miami kind of, like they're still beautiful and they're just better than the ones here. Here I find nothing.
I don't think Miami is the place to meet a wife.
I'm saying like outskirts, like there's like areas like by the airport or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like not the ones that live in like South Beach.
Miami girls are there for a reason. And
In Miami, yeah.
and like Wynwood.
Yeah, but if you drive like up to Surfside or some shit,
You been to Miami?
Yeah. I
if
went
you
there a
drive
long
to
time ago.
Opelika,
A long time ago.
there's
Yeah, I went there when the Heat won the championship.
What are you talking about, 07?
Yeah, I was 7, yeah. I was like 18, 19 years old.
You got to go back to Miami.
I was 190 pounds, and it was a great
I did the
time.
Miami Improv, bro. Hottest audience.
I'm going.
You
I told my agent, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. I
You'll
don't
love
care.
that place.
I'm like, I said no to like Indianapolis. I'm like, yeah, it's Miami.
You doing a weekend or weekend? You'll love it, bro. The everything. The club is nice. They have a nightclub right next door.
best.
They'll give you a section. They'll come like security. They have security.
God.
Meet and greet. Beautiful club. Beautiful women.
Yeah.
We were sitting back. Like I had Cypher Sounds open up for me in Miami, and we were sitting backstage watching the room as people came in, and we were like, "Look at this girl! Like, look at this girl! Look at this girl!"
My God.
If I go to like the Equinox in Soho, that's not a good example. That's the gay one. But if I go to like, you'll find like maybe like a couple head turners. But Miami, if you go to the Equinox there,
No.
we'd be on the floor.
It's a waiting list.
You'd be like,
You gotta know security to get in.
It's an equal.
Yeah,
what
if you want
the
to work out.
fuck? How are
Yeah.
these girls so fucking? And they're cool. They're Cuban. They're like
Dude, if
friendly.
you take me to Miami, I'm telling my girl we're going to Newark. I am not telling her we're going to fucking Miami.
I bet you I'd have a good time if I was uptown and just like when I used to go to like this place La Marina.
Yeah, I know La
Oh, that's
Marina.
in Dykeman.
Yeah. I had a
Closed
great
down.
time, but I just don't ever have
All
the.
Dominican.
I was always scared to go over there.
But they're hot
Didn't they
though.
say like Fresh Montana will pull up in a boat?
Yeah, and Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
He was like throwing
They
money
had
off
the
that
dock.
shit.
You
They
pull
had
up
the
in a
dock.
boat
Yeah.
in the summertime.
Yeah.
Which seems like a long way to go. Get an Uber. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Fresh
yeah,
Montana?
yeah.
Fucking
He
pulling
just
up in a
wanted
boat.
to
Yeah,
make
you
that
want attention?
move. Yeah.
I haven't heard that in French.
Ian, thanks for dropping by. It went by too quickly. You're a
Yeah,
really
thanks for
cool
having
dude.
me.
What are you promoting with your socials?
My socials, Ian Lara Live. I'm on Ian Lara Live on TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. My HBO special is still streaming right now. It's called Romantic Comedy.
yeah.
And I just filmed my new special that's going to be out hopefully this spring. So look out for that.
Nice. Thanks for stopping by. Comic Mike Figs,
Comic
Fashion
Mike
Nova.
Figs, you already know. Hell yeah. So I'm at the stand all the time. Come on through. Shout out to the stand, all this, whatever. And
The Stand.
hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. And
Trying to get more spots, huh?
Patreon. Comic Mike Figs. Hell yeah. I know, right? Hell yeah. Thank you, Vinny.
And thank you guys. Like, subscribe, check out the dates. We're trying to sell the Off the Hook Comedy Club in Florida. We have Buffalo on there and adding more every day. So just keep on looking and buy those tickets. Love you guys. Peace. What's up, guys? If you like the episode, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We are building this thing from the ground up, so we need your help. And hopefully we can make this really big one day. Love you.